Hi, my name is Omar Maldonado. I'm here with General Inquiry Analysis, video 10, Inductive Arguments. So today, I guess the question would be, what is an inductive argument and what are the benefits of it? An inductive argument, contrary to a deductive argument, is not based on the premises. It's based on facts to draw conclusions. So in a deductive argument, we have 2 to 3 premises in which from there we draw a conclusion. Whereas an inductive argument is given facts, not premises, in order to give a conclusion. From there, we came with we talked about 3 different types of inductive arguments. We have argument by generalization, arguments from authority, and arguments by analogy. Now, these 3 things are the main ones we focused on today. So, an argument by generalization is when we put a whole bunch of facts together and kind of put it under an umbrella to generalize our conclusion. For example, in Kon-Tiki, the video that was shown, they gave the example that Thor went out and he looked at a couple different things to prove his point that people could come from South America to Polynesia. First off, he looked at the fruit, pineapple, that was found in the Marquesas Islands as well in South America, the sweet potato that was found in South America and the Marquesas Islands, and the third one was the trade winds and the currents that went from South America all the way to Polynesia. Now, he took these 3 facts and he went to a publisher in order to publish his work. So he put all those things together in order to come up with his theory that Polynesians, or Tiki, came from South America to Polynesia. Now, when he took all this evidence to a publisher, the publisher came up to him and shook his hand, and when he introduced himself, he said that a lot of people, that most of the scientific community believed, backed up the facts that people came to Polynesia from the west, not from the east. So these different things cause some conflict. Now, earlier we learned that an appeal to authority is a fallacy. Well, the reason that this is that is different, the reason I think it's different is because it's not using so much an appeal to authority as is using the facts that are placed from the scientific community, the different studies that have been done. Now, the third and final one, which I'm still a little hazy on, is the argument by analogy. Now, the analogy, it has a couple different things that you need to look at. You need to look at whether or not it proves a point. Is there something, other criteria that comes into play? Well, I guess that's with all inductive arguments, because what an inductive argument does with all that I just said is that it takes all those facts, all those conclusions, and it draws a new conclusion. So it's new information. So I guess that's one of the ways that this is different from a deductive argument, is that it brings new information to the table, whereas a deductive argument just sticks with the facts that are right there. So all these different things play a role. Not only that, but culture also plays a role into an inductive arguments. They get asked the question: is all things, can we really judge different cultures on whether their beliefs are good or bad? Because some cultures view things that, different cultures view things that are wrong from different perspectives. But all these things come down to inductive arguments. Probably not being very clear on that, but it breaks down into from drawing from the facts, looking at it They bring new material and then coming up with new, different answers. That's what I kind of learned today. Probably not as clear as I thought.